Shucks, it's about a quarter past the hour. We are here ready to get this live rocking and rolling today on our episode 3 of 90 Days Cold Calling Challenge. We are here to diverge the group together, working together amongst, and I am giving you guys information that has helped me over the past 7 years of just learning this craft and mastering my currency within, or the currency of mastery of currency. There we go. And what we're doing here is we're pretty much being able to give you guys an open side view of how this works and how you can earn some income by providing a service to property owners who are in financial stress or even just simply need to sell their home for any reason under the sun, whether it be divorce or if it be probate, whether it be pre-foreclosure, foreclosure, real estate occupied, commercial units, you name it. We buy it all under the sun. There's no limit in how we approach it. It's just each property has a different identity to it. So, and each one causes for a different means of challenge of solving that property's weak suit. So what we're going to do today is I give you guys a full on press of exactly what I do to make my phone calls. In our previous encounter, we spoke on being able to get in contact with these property owners, where I source my leads from. And a lot of this information is going to be coming from what I do on a daily basis. So it's going to be something that you guys are going to be able to take and actually use for tangibilities as like as soon as yesterday. It's so easy that a caveman can do it, not to utilize Geico's. Whoops! Did I just do a blooper? Bloopers! Do the blooper thing again. We got to do the blooper on that one. I need a blooper. I got to get a blooper button. Like, we're gonna get this together because these live streams are gonna get someone in a bunch of written off, suits. So, anywhere. What we're gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and utilize. And if you guys were following us in the last stream, we utilized several sources. If you're familiar, what are they? Netteronline.com, and that is to do what? To find property owners. Man, my background it's either my background is really light today, or you guys are gonna might as well just see the whole background. Anyways, I would rather you prefer just see the whole background. But we're not gonna let that puppy stop the show. We're gonna keep it pushing. I want you guys to see the logo. That's the reason why I put it up there, because we are sponsored by evimeriaexpresshomes. If you are open to sponsoring our show, the I Am Urban Malachi-RESEAN, over this 90-day span, if you want to get your business out there, we are pushing and guerrilla marketing. So your business is going to return and gain traction through this 90-day challenge and the consistency of eyes who are seeing this. So if you're interested, please, by all means, press a DMs and one of these, wherever it is. Whether you're on Instagram, just put it in the comment. There we go. Put it in the comments. Super simple. Thank you guys for viewing me so far. I won't look to be before you but too long this evening because I do have to get to a meeting that's a little bit closer about the hour, so to be a little after the top of the hour, quarter to the hour. So we're gonna make this super simple. We're gonna do a hard stop press at 8:15. And that will push us into place so that you guys get an understanding of what I do on a daily basis to acquire my properties. And in many cases, sometimes to wholesale my properties. So there's no wrong ways, or there's no right or wrong ways of doing it. Of course, there is always a wrong way of an ethical ways of doing things, and morale. So we want to make sure that we're doing it in a means that we're actually showing or opening the awareness to the property owner that we're here to solve their challenge and not be an adversary and someone that's just here to poorly utilize their time and just send them ridiculous, just plain out absurd numbers in which that once one hopes to probably close on that property. So no, that's not what we're doing here. We actually have the intents of actually purchasing the property, whether it be means through ourselves personally, If we're in the positions to do so, mind you, the myth is that if you follow me, you're not going to be using any of your own cash. You're not going to be using any of your own credit. You're simply going to be utilizing the end purchaser, who's going to then close on your property and bringing the money to the table for the sellers to be cashed out in full. So it is, again, it's an A to B to C transaction. The seller being A, and the hypothetical of this would be if they are a seller who needs $100,000 to closing, and you have a buyer who sees value in this property at $225,000. So you can get a good higgling of a deal at 150, and meet the seller's needs and close on the property for $100,000, and you would make a net spread of $50,000. So you have an A, B to C, and of course, as we stated, and we're going to do a separate video completely null from or removed from the 90-day challenge. And we're going to start breaking down a little bit more into how I niche down and get into some of the subscriptions and services that I use, third parties that I use, such as Deal Machine, who is a customer response manager, who pretty much is almost like an Uber in the sensibility. When getting in contact with property owners, if you're out driving for dollars, D for D is what the acronym that we utilize for getting in or for marketing to these prospects, and simply going out to drive and marketing and finding properties that are vacant, which would potentially have which would reasonably give you an insight of what a high equitable property is one that is needing of tenancy work to it. And it can have just enough equity into the property that you can actually do some work to the property, fix it up, and make it inhabitable, and up to the end buyer, whether if they decide to keep it as a rental property and or completely renovate the property, fixing it and flipping it and putting it back on the market. But our job here is super simple. We want to keep it super simple. We want to keep it to the bare fundamentals, so that we're not overstretching our job, and we can keep our infinity money system rolling. So that's the main key here. So if you're looking to do this for retirement, if you're looking to do this for some part-time, maybe you only have 4 hours out of the entire day to invest into your business. Mind you, you should want to invest into yourself as much as you invest into someone else's business. So why spend 8 hours working for someone else and to go home to not working on yourself and or your business, and leading yourself into a life of continuous findings of stagnation and not where you want to be, and not growing and adapting. I command you to evolve. Mind you, we are a species that are indubitably going to evolve. It's all independence of that individual into what they evolve into. And I am going to have you as strategic leaders and absolutely powerhouses when it comes to the wholesaling perspective in real estate. So we're going to turn you guys into some real estate, some superstars here at evimeriaexpresshomes. So I want to get into it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop open my calendar. So you guys are going to be following me today. You guys get to see my handsome face today. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go through a line of numbers that I have readily available to go as property inquiries. So you're going to hear me probably give off some offers here. A little bit of what I'm looking into is showing you guys how I analyze these properties. Hoping to, if need to, I will do a completely separate video outside of this on how I vet those properties, and the means that if I'm not able to find or figure within the hours that we have to be, to actually get in contact with the property owner and give them an offer, whether it be a cash offer or a term offer, whichever it may be. So, however we get the agreement and the means of in solving the property owner's challenge. That is our main goal here, is to assure that you are properly serving the property owner with the means of an option and opportunity in which they were not, or in one point where they were in default, and they needed a means of getting out of their void. So we're going to do this in a very classy manner, and as I love to do best, in a handsomely way. So without further ado, as I am now loading. Wow. I am now loading the charts with the properties, and we're gonna go ahead and get this ball rolling. Oh, as also, I want to add, we are going to be doing more of the if you guys are watching me over there on TikTok, the whole TikTok thing, I'm going to be because people, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some questions about that eventually. That is a completely separate uh channel. However, they all entangle to this as well. So you will get little snippets of these videos and this here challenge eventually. It's just going to take us some time to get the team all on board to assure that we are getting snippets of these and getting my handsome face into a nice reel so that we can assure that we are properly serving you in the best means, especially within this society where individuals like a short form versus over a long form video, so that it gets straight to the point. Because I know some of you guys are probably watching me at work and or at home in your leisure time, and you are gaining this knowledge and doing yourself a service. So kudos to you. Pat yourself on the back for doing the very first steps and making a decision to change your financial future. And if you are already in the real estate realm and you're just peaking and you want to just see how you can critique your team and critique your craft in mastery of currency here, then this is going to be for you as well. So that those videos are going to be populating up. I'm going to do my best to get the team pushing them, but a lot of my designated time is to serve my clients. I do all means. Do really enjoy bringing you guys this knowledge. And by all means, it's probably more so well overdue. As I stated long ago that we were going to be doing this YouTube, and lo and behold, look at us now. We're doing this. We're actually out here doing it. But we want to be mindful that the timing does permit, and that I'm going to allot as much time as I can to assure that I give the best of the 7 years of knowledge and what I have retained, and also have plethora of notebooks with chock full of information, in which I'm going to display on this here this show, so that you guys are able to fulfill your passions, whether this is a vehicle or the wholesaling exit strategy is a vehicle for you to create some passive income, and or as stated before, maybe you're just looking to find discounted property so that you can actually build a rental portfolio, and you need a means of utilizing the young man smarts that I have to be able to bring to the table a gentleman's way of acquiring properties and closing on them in a very boutique manner, and being able to passively do this on a regular, where you're not sitting and doing the phone calls yourself, but you have a team doing it. So we'll get into the virtual assistants, and we'll get all the fun stuff. But I want to make sure that we get the fundamentals down. Once we get the hustle down, then we can stockpile, as Nipsey Hussle stated. Rest in peace to the young Nipsey Hussle, who was a huge, made a huge impact on my life and many others' lives as well. All right, so first phone call. Let's do it. Let's see. Let's see if we can find this individual, because I don't have the number for this one. I just got a text from a client in which we met today. So I'm hoping to get on the phone with them. Just shot them a text. They're asking me for offers through the phone. I do not do offers through the phone, just simply because it's a respect basis. If you're facing a challenge and we can't discuss it via the phone, I don't want to do all the phone. A lot of misconceptions happen through text message, and miscommunication happens through text message. Just refrain from it. It's just too messy. Just stay away from it. If you're facing a challenge and you need to move your home, I'm the resource there for you. I have the option in which is outside of traditional means, and that's just quite frankly the means of what way we do business, and that's why we have success here, and helping property owners get out of their financial ruts. What findings of discoverance, and it ceases to amaze me, is that you'll have individuals who are facing financial troubles, who place themselves there, completely place themselves there without any of our doing. We're completely novice to this whole entire of circumstances of that they're facing. However, we've seen this before, in a different enactment ways that they could possibly gotten themselves into that circumstance. And so what we do is we run the wheel back, take a deeper look, kind of like a doctor in a circumstantial, whereas they're facing, they need to know what blood work needs to be done, and they also need to take x-rays to see what's going on. And just like a vehicle, you want to be able to see what's up under the hood. You don't want to just, speculate it. Oh, it sounds like the oil. You got to throw the whole car away because you just need oil change. No, it's because we're actually vetted this information, and we've done enough of these crafts and projects that we know how to actually work through them, and build from taking it from as I've heard it best. We pretty much are able to take it from being just a simple paper clip, bubble gum, and a rubber band, and we can turn it into a strip mall for you. We can change your circumstance, most certainly. All right, here we go. So we're gonna go with this property here. I do not have the number for it, so I'm going to use the address that I have here, and I'm going to type in the number, and there we go. And there we have property owners, or we have possible property owners, potential property owner. Remember, we're using fastpeoplesearch.com. I'm not using my screen today. As I want to make sure that I'm utilizing the best key moments of the timing that be made before us, to ensure that I'm giving you guys the full knowledge base that you can gain from this here 90-day challenge.
To Verizon Wireless, your call cannot be. To Verizon Wireless, your call cannot.
Your call has been forwarded to voice. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Sorry, I was hoping that they were going to pick up on that one, but maybe that one is either a completely separate individual. My apologies, Fastest Book. I just noticed you guys were MIA. Thank you for joining us. Okay, let's see. I find it oddly strange that they don't allow me to reduct my face on Fastest Book and return it or circle it, mirror it per se. but have it as you will. I will gather the knowledge of this. It hardly ever takes me of any stringent of a time to figure anything out. It's just measly work for me. Okay, let's see. Let's try this one. One more. So I can leave an email voicemail. Okay. Let's see what voicemail.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Good afternoon. Good evening. My name is Malachi-RESEAN with evimeriaexpresshomes. I want to speak with Ms. Terry Lynch in concerns of the property at 3817 Bridgetown Road, Richmond, Virginia. I visited the property not too long ago and noticed that the property was vacant. I was curious if you were interested in selling the property, as I'm interested in buying the property. I'm buying a few more properties in the Richmond area. If you give me a call back on my number, we can discuss your options. My number is 202-878-3736. Once again, the number is 202-878-3736. It'd be greatly appreciated, and do hope to hear from you in due time. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, guys. Super simple, straight to the point. Not sure if that was maybe maybe somebody accidentally picked the phone. Maybe they're one of your adolescent youth ones. But they let it go to voicemail this time. Leave the voicemail. We keep it pushing. We send them a text message, and we keep the ball rolling. On to the next one. Mind you, also, if you guys need my scripts, you guys let me know. I have a full library, which is going to be converted into a website. So you guys are going to have full resource information. You're going to have access to things such as, let me see. Man, this thing is so chock full of knowledge from the past 7 years. You guys are going to have evimeria's pre-foreclosure process. You're going to have the training presentations that I do with my team, evimeria training videos, the nationwide portfolio. You're going to have access to it so you guys can pick through properties and work with us, a joint venture with us. Of course, there's a little bit further steps to that. Resource links, things such as, even if I wanted to click in and take a look, let's see. Oh man, things like Netter Online is in here, deal machines in here, prop wires in here, renometers in here, Airbnbs in here, BW, the foreclosure attorneys, what we use, HUD.com, Boom.com, you name it, we got it. It's in here. You're ready for it. Come get it. Only here at evimeriaexpresshomes. So we have the administration app tab, which is completely for my team. Evimeria scripts, as I stated before. So we have scripts for text message follow-ups, cold calling, wholesaling scripts pre-foreclosure acquisitions, real estate offer letters, scripts redirect phone calls for offer text messages. Yes, redirect the phone call for offer to text messages. We don't want to be on the phone. Well, fine. We're going to send you a lovely text to just let you know, hey, look, we don't do business through the phone, but we're more than open to having an open conversation with you than dialogue, because what you reveal, you'll heal. And we also know that if you relay over to us what that circumstance in which you're facing, we can solve your challenge and discuss options. When's the best time to speak with you? We keep it super simple. We leave it openness for them so that they have the opportunity to choose. And we also have follow-up no answer return calls. Sometimes if they don't answer the phone, we send them a text. We return the phone call later. We shoot them a text. They return our phone call. We have a text for that too. Follow-up no answer return phone calls. We have that. We have that evimeriax script here as well. Mind you, these are scripts that I use on a daily basis. This is literally what I have tabbed into my phone. So we'll be doing a video on the tabbing too, so you guys can see how to utilize hotkeys on your tablet, on your computers or tablets or phones, so that you're not typing the stuff all the way out. You're doing a click copy and paste, and or a hotkeys if you have a business phone in which you want to use strictly for this, and you want to be able to use the hotkeys for when individuals are calling your phone, which I do have a software in which I utilize for just strictly cell phone for business purposes, so I don't have to purchase a second line. I use my business software, and it simply eliminates the time blocking that I need, or pardon me, it implements the time blocking in which I need. So another thing that we have in here, virtual team spaces. You can also allow you guys to populate amongst my team, so they can give you guys some little bit of insight of how we do our daily operations. We're open source here. We help. We are here to serve and assure, because when you win, we win. We can't be in competition. There's just no way. We're a community here, so we want to make sure that others are winning along with us. We enjoy when others are winning, so it just makes this more fun, more entertaining for us. evimeriax training presentations in our acquisitions library, evimeriax accelerated training videos, evimeriax pre-foreclosure process, cold calling scripts, lead funneling portfolio, flow chart. Literally, yes, we have a flow chart where to go from top of the lead, brand new novice, don't know what we have to offer for them. They don't even know we calling them what we calling them for. We might be calling the wrong individual who has no retainers to the property, and it actually tells you exactly how to direct the call to the property, the proper owner. We have that. It's flowchart. We have that. Daily real estate acquisition cold calls. We have those. Weekly real estate cold calling goals. We have those. Daily real estate acquisition calling goals is my apologies for how that works. evimeriax scripts, as I've already went over. On cash, quick closing. Thank you for Mr. Danciato. This is not mine. This is not what I own. But however, this is something that we use because it is an on cash, quick close, and it is something that we implement in our business. Thank you again, Mr. Danciato, who has openly put that in the public domain for others to use. This is a community here. We have banking authorizations, assistance letters, property intake forms for properties in which you'll probably hear me take on a couple calls from today. We went door knocking. I am a huge advocate of not just stating, but also being an advocate in doing. So I'm not going to give you guys some knowledge and not be the implementer. I'm a huge advocate of being the leader here, the ring bearer. Data entry library. We have a data entry library open and available. evimeriax training presentations, evimeriax accelerated training videos, evimeriax pre-foreclosure process, skip chasing portfolio database. We have an evimeriax Express resource center for our data entry. We have links for our driving for dollars. I mean, we have a chock full of means to be a success. The only excuse is you. That's it. We got flyers for you guys. So we have it. You need it. We got it. Send me a DM. If you guys want to send a little coffee money for giving the information, we won't deny. We won't turn it away. But by all means, our only means of compensation that we ask and require from you is to just share the show. That's it. Share it amongst your friends. We ask that you like, comment, and then share it with your friends, and come back and bring more entertainment to us as well. So I want to move on to the next one because I believe I sent that text off. No, I didn't. So let's make sure we send this one off. Then we just need the name in there. And the address. Sweet.
call has been forwarded. Your call has been forwarded. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Good evening, Mr. Mark. My name is Malachi-RESEAN with evimeriaexpresshomes. I'm calling in concerns of your property at 3844 Staffordshire Lane in Williamsburg, Virginia. Calling to see if I'm curious if you would still be open to selling the property, as we are still purchasing a few more properties in the Williamsburg, Virginia area. If you can give me a call back with this number of 202-878-3736. Once again, that number is 202-878-3736. It'd be greatly appreciated, and I hope to hear from you soon so we can discuss your options. Take care. Bye-bye. Short, sweet, to the point. There's no need to overcompensate this work. It's super simple. It's a handsome man's job, or a handsome man's means of income, shall I say. And of course, I'm not going to keep blurting out these addresses. As I'm going to do earlier, we're not going to keep giving them all out because you guys are going to flood them. I know you guys are. I have my mentor who tells me, he says you're going to pass more opportunities in a lifetime than you're going to ever be able to monetize in that lifetime. I probably overstated that. You're going to pass by more opportunity that you can monetize in a lifetime. That's what he said. The man, gosh. See, it's so simple. It's so many deals out there, you guys. You only need one life-changing deal. Why not you? And I'll tell you what, it can be you, and we're going to do it here, right here at evimeriaexpresshomes. I am Irvin Malachi-RESEAN. You guys are going to get it fresh here off the press. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that here. Okay. On to the next one.
Your call has been forwarded to...
Oh, let's check the chats. See what you guys talked about in there.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 3, 0, 1, 6, 7, 4, 4, 8, 4, 7 is not available. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye. Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 3, 0, 1, 6, 7, 4, 4, 8, 4, 7 is not available. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
All right. In that case, what we do is super simple. We send them a text message. If you got an email, you find an email with that number, then you want to use the number in which, or the email in which that they have. So that's how we do that one. Also, guys, I want to make sure I state that too. What I do in my calendar, and I think this is really important to state, especially while I'm putting this in my calendar. I always start off my calendar with a very simplistic. Let me see if I can remove their name and information. I'll show you guys this stuff. Let's see. I don't think anybody gives enough credit to this stuff. I think this is all the part of time blocking and being a part of a effective leader. So what I do is when I'm dealing with a property, because I really want to know and keep tab on that property, I do follow-ups. So in my follow-ups, what I do is I type the property inquiry, and then I type the city that in which I'm referencing this property. A very key note in this is I want to make sure that I'm giving myself enough time blocking into the conversation that we're building rapport. And I figured within the first 10 minutes of a phone call from my readings and scientifically noted is that the sale happens generally within the first 60 minutes. Everything else is just talk. It's just rather if they like you or not, the discussion the furthers on. So I give them at best 15 minutes because generally I don't want to go over time and speaking to another property owner. And I certainly want to give them with all due respect to their time. So I give them a general about 15 minutes. As you can see here, I also set it up for this does not repeat. Just simply because I'm not going to be constantly doing this same exact phone call over and over. So what I do is I simply just shoot it out for 2 weeks. This gives me plenty of time to if I did discuss anything with them, a furtherance of what we're looking to do as far as if they're going to purchase the property from me, and we may need to follow up later in the date. Maybe it's not a good time for them now, and we want to make sure that we reached out with them within a week or so. So I put it out to a week, as you can see, July the 10th. But it's gonna notify me every 2 weeks that this property to get in contact with them, and I'm gonna contact them every 2 weeks. So about rule of thumb, about within about half of the year, if I'm following it up, it's almost safe to say that you're gonna get a good follow up with an individual, because it's happened, and it's happened numerous of times. The fortune is in the follow-up. And I also want to make sure that I email them at least once a week to let them know, hey, if there's anything that we could do, we can solve your property challenge, and also a referral. We ask for referrals because they may not be in a position to sell today, but I'm almost more than certain they know somebody who knows somebody who knows someone. Each 5 knows a 5, and each 10 may know 10. So, and if you follow the structuring, there's someone out there who needs to sell. It's just whether or not they're going to sell it to you, and if you're going to perform. And you'd want to make sure that you perform at the best peak performance that you're able to. And in order of doing so, I believe this time effective method here will work. So the notification for 5 days. So I want to make sure I'm reaching out to them every 5 days. And then within that time period, and it gets a little closer to that date, I want to make sure that I reach out to them within that 1 day. So I push it out a week, and then I give them a call, and then I push it out another 2 weeks, as you can see down here at the notifications. And then it gives them another opportunity to call. Then within the 5 days, I give them another call. And then another 1 day, I give them a phone call just to say, hey, we spoke a little bit far back. Let's see what we can do to solve your challenge if you're still facing that same challenge at that time. So just something I figured to give a little caveat to see if, if I can help push the needle for you guys. Okay, let's see. Oh, this one was for a sale that occurred already. So I won't do this one on. Reason why I won't do this one on screen, it deals with some very confidential information. So I'm going to actually withhold off onto this one and actually pass this one off to a team member. But I don't even suppose that you believe. I don't even suppose that you are able to see that. But anyways, on to the next one. Let's see. Let's try this one. 118 Harris Creek Road. Yep. Arnett Miller. Let's see. Oh, guys, I'm growing a biker beard, by the way. No, I'm totally kidding. I just like seeing my beard grow hair, though.
The one. The number. Please leave your message for 7.
Cast it back out there. God darn it.
Hello?
Hi, is this Miss Arnetta Miller?
No, you have the wrong.
Oh, my apologies. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Excuse me?
Yes, who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Miss Miller not here yet.
Oh, no worries. The reason I ask is because we're giving out a referral we're giving out $1,000 per referral if you know anyone who's need to sell a house for any reason under the sun. It's the reason I ask.
Okay, yes, I don't know anyone else.
All right. Is it okay if I send you a text and maybe if you come across someone, you can send them over? And we do love to pay out $1,000, up to $1,000.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
All right. And if you could just respond with your name, that'd be great.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
You too. Thanks.
You're welcome. Bye bye. Get the referral. Wrong number. Referral. Still a deal if she brings somebody. If she does it, then hey, look, it was worth the whiles of letting her know that we give out $1,000 per deal, or per project. If she knows someone that needs to sell for any reason under the sun. She doesn't know anybody today, but I guarantee you, if she needed to make some money and to make the rent money, and she wanted to pay rent in the means of utilizing Federal Reserve notes, which is so improper. But she wanted to collect desk notes and debit collectors. Fine, whatever. She could get the $1,000 and give her $1,000 for bringing us a deal. That's how it works. So simple. Without going on a long tangent. It's amazing what people look for that almighty dollar. If you guys are looking for this referral, we do have it in our. I'm gonna put it up for you guys. Looks just like this for you guys. Can I bring this up on the main screen? Let's see. 5, and there we are. Just like that. And this is exactly what I'm sending to her and texting to her now. I'm also stating to her, because we have this in our referral program script. It says, "Thank you for my call." And I'm typing this one out because I'm using my Blink card. I'm going to send you guys a link for that. I'm giving you all the dough. You guys are getting all the dough. You guys are going to be able to leave here and be phone calling terrorists. Thank you for taking my call. As per previous discussion, this is MALACHI-RESEAN from Express Homes. We are offering up to $1,000 per referral for if you know anyone who needs to sell a home for any reason under the sun and leads to us closing. Please feel free to get in contact with me as soon as possible. And type this link to go to my Blink card. Sweet, straight to the point. Yeah. Let's see if it's the same. Okay. I happen to be somewhat of a cold caller myself. Oh yeah, I meant to tell you guys. YouTube, the tubers decided to shut down our last video to monetize it, and although we didn't qualify monetizing anyhow at this current point in time. But however, we're gonna work our means and find some music, some upbeat music, because we're not gonna let them stop our flow at all. Because if they can't beat us, they're gonna have to join us. It's as simple as that. And we know they can't beat us because they would have a long time ago. They could.
The subscriber you have dialed is not in service.
The number you dialed is not in service. The Google Fi Wireless subscriber you have called is not available.
Gonna try to get at least one on here for you guys. It's a game. It's a game of trial and error. You just gotta keep calling the leads. That's
The
it.
Google Fi Wireless subscriber.
You gotta keep calling the leads. Gotta keep calling the leads. Keep calling until you get something. You know, it's like it's the day you lay off, the day it takes off. You gotta keep going through it. Every single motion. It's emotion. Motion is motion. Emotion. If you put the emotion in motion, you're gonna be emotional. But if you take the E out emotional, you're gonna be emotional. Some Wallow 267 will probably say. If not, then I am Irvin Malachi-RESEAN Irvin is definitely gonna copyright that one. You gotta take the E out of motion and make motion, baby. You're welcome. And I don't want to be shy for my next meeting either. So, fastest book. Check over on YouTube. This is going to be dropped over to Meta this evening because I noticed that the live stream did not start at the same time as Twitter and the Tube. So we're going to make sure that that's put on there, place them all together, and then make a nice little video for you guys. Over time, we're going to just gradually grow. That's it. Just gradually grow. That's how we're going to do this. Just gradually grow with time. With time.
Your call has been forwarded to.
Go to the phone.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Mr. Alex Miller?
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, how's it going, Alex? This is Malachi with evimeriaexpresshomes. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. The reason I'm calling today is I'm calling in concerns of your property at 2051 Airport Road and oh. Get back on the phone.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message.
I'm gonna leave the fact that he's an adult and couldn't tell me no out of the whole concept of the fact that he just hung up the phone because I read out his address. I'm gonna get to the point this time.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Sometimes a no is acceptable, but to know I'm calling and you still hit the end button rather than just answering and saying no, it's the most disturbing thing an adult can do. People are weird. People are weird. Where's phone died?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Alex, I believe the call got interrupted. This is Malachi with evimeriaexpresshomes. I'm calling in concerns of your property at 2051 Airport Road in Suffolk, Virginia. I'm curious if you're still open and selling, as I'm still open and buying the property. I know we spoke a couple of months back. You were looking, you were moving out to Texas. Your wife had to, or she was moving. She got a job in Texas, and she was working for a steel company or something like that. If you guys are still looking to move, I'm still interested in purchasing the property and seeing what I can do with getting that property paid off. If you give me a call, we can discuss your options. My number is 202-878-3736. Once again, the number is 202-878-3736. It'd be greatly appreciated, and I do hope to hear from you in due time. Take care. Bye-bye. That's it. Short, sweet, to the point. Who I am, introducing myself, give you the address, and hope that you are the owner of the home. And obviously, if you're the owner of the home, you're gonna say yes, or you can just hang up, and I'll take that as a yes because it's acquiescence. It's not a no; it's a performance. So it's a yes. And this guy is not from any of my knowings. I believe he just got a postcard from me. And I'm following up. So not sure where the fine lines of challenges are coming in at. It's just I want to deep dive a little bit more. So I'm going to call him back in a couple of days. He's one of my special characters. He's one of them you don't wait till about 7 days. He's a special character. I want to call him in the next 48 hours just to see how he's doing. Make sure everything's okay. Make sure the family's doing fine. Just curious about him. You know, it never hurts to be curious. All right, so we're gonna push that one off. We're gonna push that on the 5th, which is Friday. Sweet, it's probably not too booked by then. Oh, and that was an email. Sweet. All right, guys. Let's see. We are just now crossing the path marks for it. Oh, see, I told you guys. I don't know if I can show you this on the screen, but he said, I'll read it to you guys. I apologize. My service out here is hit or miss. I appreciate the call, but we aren't interested in selling to an investment company unless we get a significant over retail for the house. Thank you. Sure. I'll take your word for it. And I'm going to see if I can give you retail. That's all we do. That's all you do. He wants retail. Give him retail. I will give you retail. I will take a freaking $400,000 note and the house is only worth $100,000. Yes, I will. God darn it. And I'll take a 400% interest rate as well. God darn it. I will. I shall. I mean, with all seriousness, I will. A $100,000 home that is overpriced at $400,000 for a 400% return. I'm of course the numbers are exaggerated, but my gracious, I'll take it. I don't mind. I'd be a fool if I didn't. Especially if the rents were in the area at best are $500. That I can get a nice little higgling of a deal in there, and I can re-rent that property out, and I can Airbnb it and some of the rooms, you know. Hey, what's going on, bro? I can get some of the rooms, you know, Airbnb out. You know, might Airbnb one room for the whole rent, $500 for that rent. Thank you. And then 3 other rooms. It's a 3-bed, 2.5 bath. Why not? Why wouldn't I? Come on, like what? Let's say in the area the rents are like. Let's be realistic. I'm gonna use a realistic number now. Let's say the rents are like $2,000, right? $2,000. It's the average rent in America. I would suppose at best like $2,400. Let's say it's 2,000, and his mortgage is like $1,500. Well, I cash flow $500. I make $6,000 a year. It's not rocket science, people. It's not rocket science. It's simple math. Please do not over exaggerate this. This is not a test. Woo, you know the little swirly. If you guys ever been on a military base, this is not a test. This is not a test. The test literally is if you're going to do it or not. That's the test. You test yourself. If you can do it, then you can make money. If you can't, then go back to being a brokey, doing whatever else in the 9 to 5. And that'll be great for some, but it doesn't fit my lifestyle. I smoke cigars as big as I am. And if you know anything about how tall I am, I'm a really tall guy. I'm like 6 something in some odd lands. So, and I'm obviously handsome. So I say all this to say, unless you do the work, you're never going to know if you can succeed at this. You will never know if you're going to get a yes until you make the phone calls. You have to apply. You applied yourself when you went and got a job. When you went and got a car loan to pay for that car you couldn't pay for, but you wanted it, you needed it, you had to have it, and you went and got it and you couldn't afford it, and you needed to go get a job to pay for it and cover it. You had to apply yourself for it. So why not apply yourself and actually bring yourself some passive income? I am Urban Malachi-RESEAN. This is a 90-day challenge. I am excited, stoked, ecstatic to be here, and absolutely a great day. And this is going to be a best day of your life because you're never going to meet this day ever again in your life. So make it the best day that you have ever had a best day. Absolutely 100% phenomenal sit down of phone calls today. I am absolutely amazed because even one phone call is better than the individual who's sitting on the couch murmuring, crying, and saying that he can't change his challenges, he can't face his problems, and he's just a spineless man. Whatever. We're not going to worry about that loser. We're going to keep the losers out of this one. Losers away. Remember, bullying is disregarded in this society, and it's shunned, it's frowned upon. Okay, so we're gonna leave the losers, we're gonna leave the 9 to 5 brokies, and we're gonna focus on the winners. Winners focus with winners. Why were the winners all at the top communicating and communing in a community? Because we want to win. Darwinism, natural selection. Don't believe me? Science. It's true. All the winners are at the top. We're primates. We're working together. We're trying to figure it out. All the bozos and losers are down at the bottom of the barrel trying to fight for the next one. No, it's plentiful. It's abundance. There's more deals out here. I probably blurted out more deals than on these calls that any of you guys can go and probably say it 10 times better than I can. I promise you. I'm sharp. I am a very sharp knife and a knife full of cutlery of sharp knives. I am one of the mahoganyest of handled knives. I'm telling you, I'm fine wine and shine and dine. I'm that guy. I'm him. Himothy. In a very respectful manner, there is someone out there that can get on these phone calls and rock the freaking mic. Some people suck at it, and they get on here and they do it anyways, and they have success. One deal will change your life. Focus on that one, and then you can do 100. One. That's it. Peace, people. Appreciate it. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you tomorrow. I will place it on fastest book when you guys can note when I'm going to be super booked up. It's going to be the 4th of July, and yes, I work on holidays. I thought I got a tuition to be paid in another 18, 20 years. Why not start today? $100,000 house is going to be like depleted by then. And of course, I got a huge cigar and a bunch of other like handsome itineraries to attend to, and making sure I stay neat and pristine for my clients. So anyhow, thank you guys for viewing. I hope to see you guys in due time. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, hopefully, if not a little bit earlier. You guys have an amazing evening. Take care.